itsmintsalad, and I saw Star Trek the original series Balance of Terror. It is directed by Vincent McEveety, written by Paul Schneider, and if you haven't seen this episode, I will spoil it for you. This episode starts when we're following the USS Enterprise. Looks like two people are getting married. Woo! Amazing marriage. Ba 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 da, ba 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 da. You know, that fun song that I hate. Why is it that song that plays at a marriage, dude? I don't get it, but that's not pertaining to Star Trek. What does pertain to Star Trek is that there is a marriage, but it's like somebody is attacking the USS Enterprise. Doing a little bit of a cheap shot. You know what they're doing? They're veiled. They appear, they shoot, and then they veil up again. And it's like, what is going on? This initial attack actually kills the guy who was getting married. Is that the groom? He kills the groom! And I'm like, no! Why is that the only guy has to die? Why? Why? Oh, so sad, man. I wish that the guy didn't have to die. But of course, he has to, man. We're nearing Romulan territory. We're nearing the neutral zone. We're nearing the place in which you guys can't shoot. But we have this Romulan ship. They're on the Earth side. They're trying to get to the Romulan side. But they attacked us. So of course we gotta attack back as human. And now here we are in the stalemate, this full-out war. We're following the Romulans. And I do like Kirk is like, okay, who are these people? And what's interesting is get a looky-loo who they are. What's fun is they have the Vulcaneers. They look like Vulcans. They're humanoids, and so there seems to be some sort of racism starting on board the USS Enterprise. There's some guys that are like, Spock, are you loyal to the USS Enterprise? And it's like, clearly, yeah. These guys, Spock's not a Romulan. He doesn't look like a Romulan. He doesn't act like a Romulan. Which is interesting, though. I do like Spock's perspective on this. He's like, you know, Romulans descended from Vulcans. Ancient Vulcans. They got the same ears. They have old Vulcan ways. You gotta attack when they're weak, when you got the opponent weak. You gotta find an opening and attack. I'm like, doesn't that just make you the aggressor then? That's not, I mean, I guess that could be logical, but it's also logical not to attack, because then that person could attack you. You know, it could cause a whole out war. I like the differences between the two ships that we got going on here. The Enterprise can go can maneuver space pretty easily. Versus the Romulans, although they're slower, they do have cloaking technology, and they have much better weapons than the Enterprise does. So we got a race going on. We got a race to make sure we get them before they reach the neutral zone. There's an idea we should probably get them, but they also have plasma stuff, so if we get them, it could also injure us too. So how are we gonna do this? Unbeknownst to them, what's fun, the Romulans are like, oh, just like send out a nuke. Let's just put it in space. The Enterprise, big brain on their heads here. Oh, let's just blow it up. Let's just blow up this object. I'm like, isn't blowing it up worse than if it were just to sit there? Like, why did you decide to blow up this nuke that they put out? But whatever. This causes a lot of damage to the Enterprise. And I'm like, haha, serves you guys right. You guys should have just, like, not tried to blow up a nuke. Oh, man. Why did they blow up that nuke? It causes a lot of damage to the Enterprise, of course. But what's fun, the Enterprise is like, we know these Romulans' techniques. They're going to want to attack when we're about to die. So let's just make it look like we're about to die. All of our power's off. Just have it so we're chilling here, right? Let's just chill here. Let's make sure we look weak. And this is all part of a game. It's all part of a game to get the Romulans to attack I do like the politics happening on the Romulan ship, because we see the humans, right? The humans have politics of their own, but we also have the Romulans also have politics of their own. We have a commanding officer who's like, yeah, this is obviously clearly a trap, but we got somebody on board who's like, dude, just go for the kill. Just kill them. Just murder them. Murder them! I want them murdered! Get them murdered! Murder! Murder! What's fun is the racism going on in the USS Enterprise. There's a guy in the weapons room who's like, ha, you're on their side, Spock! Aha! But then when it's needed most, Spock comes in and he puts in the fatal shot. Pew, pew, pew! We're gonna get you, Romulans! I feel like this tests Spock's loyalty to the USS Enterprise, doesn't it not? But of course, one final shot. The Romulans, oh no, we're hit. Oh no, we're hit. Oh no, we're hit! But what's interesting, I like Kirk. He's like, hey, do you guys need anybody? We can help you. We can, we can have people on board, take people on board, help you guys out. Romulans are like, no, I'm sorry, we could be friends, but we're not actually. Sometime we could have been friends, but we're not. So, and also, we're not just going to let you capture us and take us prisoners. So we're just going to self-destruct and boom, they're all dead. I'm like, oh wow, so that was the end of the battle. That was fun. That was a fun time. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed seeing the Romulans. I actually enjoyed seeing the Enterprise in combat, because the episodes before this, it's not dealing with a lot of combat. We needed some enemies. We need some enemies for humans to have. For humanity to band together, get rid of all of the differences that humanity has, and band together, because the Romulans suck and we hate them and we need to get better than them. So that's a good reason to progress the human society. That might actually be a reason why humans are so advanced within the society, is because of wartime. Look, think about it. Think about humans now. Do you think that humanity will bind together now? Current state, with no external enemies, off of the planet. There's no external enemies off of planet. So, we're living in a cozy time. We can all hate each other from our phones, or I guess we've always hated each other in whatever means necessary. Humans have always hated each other. So the fact that humanity can put aside their differences, the only way I can really think that humanity would put aside their differences is if there is a lot of external conflict from, like, space-time. If there's a bunch of aliens from space, yeah, humanity would move their butt, get into space, and find a way to fight them. So that's the only reason why I think the Starfleet would even exist. Honestly, that's just my personal theory. Why do you think humanity is so involved right now in Star Trek compared to right now in humanity in 2024? Why do you think it's so involved right now? Leave a comment below. Overall, I like this episode. I like seeing how the Enterprise dealt with an enemy. I like Kirk. He's like, even in the face of war, he's still like, yeah, I just want to help you guys, dude. And these dudes the Romulans refused to be helped. I mean, I can see why they're in constant conflict. Romulans refuse to get help. Even like the best captain, they still won't accept help. Which is, I guess it's whatever. It's their prerogative. They can do whatever they want, the Romulans. So overall, I like this episode a lot. I like seeing them in conflict, and it's sad to see that there's some casualties. Casualty being the guy who was about to get married, and now he's dead. Oh, I'm sad. I'm sorry. The wife. Is it wife? They haven't gotten married yet. Bride? Is it the bride? Yeah. I'm sorry, bride. Sorry I had to deal with this. I gotta give this episode's a solid 7.7 out of 10. If you like this video, watch another one. The platform really likes that. If you want a fast track movie review, you can do that for $20 Redinos. at patreon.com/ASEPresents. And if you'd like to help support daily grindiness of all them daily movie reviews, go to this link tree, find the way you can help support the daily grind of all them daily movie reviews. So you can go here. And until next time, mint salad sauce, you like to buy sour cream sauce and bacon bits. Boop. Beat me up.